Hello. Hi everyone. Hi everyone.
Yeah, you doing it, Jack?
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Eason, and I'm on Real Talk.
Hi, my name is Rosaline Eason, and I'm down to earth.
Hey, my name is Lenore Eason, and I'm gonna keep it real and give it to you raw.
My name is Bonnie, and I'm from North Philly. I grew up in Philadelphia, North Philly, all my life. Germantown, West Philly.
And Tony here, I met Tony at church. And once she came into the Easton family, there was no turning back. And she was between 15 or 16 years old. Is that the truth? We was on a choir singing together.
That's the truth.
You know, we was in white robes. This was our anniversary, and we was tearing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Bonnie, and we became friends. And now she's just like a sister. She in the family, and
She's 70 now.
I ain't no darn 70. You gonna get this thing straight. You be saying I'm 70. I'm 61, and I'm happy about it because a lot of people ain't living to see this age.
There you
I
you right
think
up
that's like my girl.
That's true. That's
I
true.
thank God.
Yeah.
For this age. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You see how good
Yeah.
I look? Make sure you get it on the camera.
all right. And we all grew up in North Philadelphia, a street called Clifford Street. You know, there were good times. And, you know, we had our due, you know, as coming up as young kids, we didn't have much, you know, but we made the best out of what we had. You know,
Yeah,
we invented our own games, and, you know, we did things that
Like basketball.
kids, oh yeah, that
Nice.
kids don't even do today. Like we played
No,
hot
double
scotch,
dutch, girl.
wall ball. Oh
Yeah.
man, those were the days. You
How about
raised
those
up
jacks? Remember the jacks?
Yeah,
Those
the jacks.
jacks,
Yeah, you was
stuff
cheating
like
too.
that.
You know it. You was
Remember hopscotch?
please.
You used to
Oh,
play
yeah.
hopscotch.
Yeah.
Hopscotch, wall ball. Oh, it was-
Handball, throw the ball, hit it.
And it's sad that we don't see that today, but those were the days. And things are so much different now.
You know what? It was another game with that thing. I don't know what it is, and you throw the ball against the wall. Bam! What they call it?
Oh, I forgot the name of that game.
What was that game?
Oh man.
Huh?
It's white wall ball.
They had it. It's like well, it's another name for it.
It's like-
Well, anyway, it was another game.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard.
He was just laughing though.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane jump. I'm going
Yeah,
to.
he going
Okay?
crazy.
So I can go. Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for best
It was
documentary.
like shot.
Now
Yeah, I can tell the difference. He's like,
To tell you the truth, I like Will Smith, but Will Smith was wrong. Okay? You just
he
don't
was.
walk up on a stage and insult somebody. And that's exactly what he did. When I saw that, I wanted to cry too. He don't know me. To him, I'm a nobody. I am somebody, but to him, I'm a nobody. But if it had been me that walked up on that stage, they would have arrested me, took me to jail, pressed charges against me. And I feel like somebody should have been there. Somebody should have been there to stop Will. Somebody should have walked up there, and his wife, Jada. Oh, Lord, Jada.
Ain't that woman something?
if she had to just grab his
That one.
tailcoat or something,
She could
Jacket.
have, yeah, she could have grabbed his
She ain't
tailcoat
do
and
that.
said, "No, not now.
Yeah.
This is not the place."
You see how he fixed his jacket. That's
Yeah,
right, after he walked off.
He walked off that stage Like
And
he
they said
really
it's
did
true.
something, like it was a macho man. Yeah, baby, see, I am a man. You know,
Yeah.
you know, his train probably got hard or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
I
Because he
think
felt,
I think he thought he was playing a part in the movie.
yeah, it wasn't no movie.
It was a Hollywood show.
This was serious.
He
And
thought he was.
Yeah, and he walked out all like a macho man, like that. I did something. Yeah, but he took
Girl.
away from the whole show, the whole Oscar show.
but-
Well,
And
he
it was
was
really
wrong.
sad.
He was
But
wrong.
what makes me sad is that for the first time in history, they gave black people control and let them run the Oscars. And long and behold, a person that they never would have expected in 1,000 years.
Remember after 98 years, go ahead.
Yeah, they never would have expected Will to walk up and just go up there and bitch slap a man. You understand what I'm
Wait,
saying?
I do know this. Now, Chris Rock ain't no punk. He just had he was professional about it.
Exactly.
He didn't hit him back. He was the bigger man, and Will was wrong. And I like both of them. I even love Jada. I just hope they can work that out and fix it.
I think Will Smith should do another movie called Muhammad Ali 2 because he's going to have a lot of more people to slap.
No,
Because a lot of people is mad at him.
Lord, we
Yeah,
got some
but
help at this table
what
right
I
now.
think, from looking at all the, you know, the messages and
Yeah.
what stars had to say about
Yeah.
it, what the social media had to say about it, I think that Will, if he heard any of this, even half of what the people were saying about him,
I
about
believe
his
he did.
wife,
I believe
Right.
he heard it.
he got a whole lot of slapping to do.
That
To
was
the point,
saying.
he won't even have. He probably have to get, you know, an operation on his hand by the time he gets finished slapping folk. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, because you see how his hand went like this.
no, his hands went like a woman like this.
They actually saw all of that.
They did. They showed the hand. The hand didn't. I mean, a man. You know, a man come
A
from
man
here.
gonna slap you like this.
A man gonna
Bam.
slap you from here.
They gonna
And-
blow up. They gonna blow up.
Or he gonna come at you and bam. You understand what I'm saying? But Will Smith went up there and took his hands like a
And
little
went like
woman,
this.
like a little woman, and turned it this way.
Well, maybe he didn't mean to hurt him.
And then he no.
He did hurt him when he walked up on the stage.
That I just couldn't.
I
I
thought
was
he was going to
surprised.
whisper to him and say, yo, leave
I
my
was
wife's name out your mouth.
I was very-
thought he
Y'all
was
check
saying,
this
leave
out.
my wife's name out your mouth and then walk back to the seat.
Check,
But he
check
could've-
this out.
he
I
could've
would
went-
have respected him for that and walk back to his seat.
Right.
But then you had the nerve to talk
got-
after you sat down. I'd rather for you from holler from your seat than walk up on stage and smack that man.
And what the scene that people didn't see at first is when Jada, they didn't put the camera, but it was a cameraman who put the camera on Jada.
Yeah.
But before we didn't see that,
see her
when
reaction.
she went up there and when he went up there and smacked Chris, Jada was laughing her behind off.
Yeah, they got it on camera.
But if she was so hurt and this thing really tore through her, why in the heck did you laugh at your husband insulting another man? And you got all these women out here, a bunch of women. Oh, that because, oh, Will Smith. They love Will Smith. So you got a lot of women on social media talking about, yeah, he took care of his wife. That's what a man. It's been a long time
And
since
then-
a man.
and then-
Wait a minute, yeah, since a man took, took care of their woman or protected their woman. And I go, and that's right, Chris Rock. But you are promoting violence. Yes.
Y'all see
Now they
that
gotta
dress?
watch themselves
Y'all
and what
see
they
that,
say.
Christmas dress. Jada had on the
Well, I
Christmas
kinda like
tree
this
dress.
dress. It
The
was
Christmas
nice.
tree
That's why
dress.
she had to sit in the front because it was so
She
good
couldn't
all the way
even
over
walk
to the
in.
side.
If you notice,
Sorry.
Jada and Will didn't sit together.
No, it was a lady sitting in between.
But I said
No,
that
she
when I found out-
she wasn't
but I-
really sitting
wasn't
between
really
them.
with
She
them.
was
She was
behind them,
behind
but
the
No,
seat.
no.
Yeah.
They ain't say it. That lady that was sitting between them was running with him.
Oh,
nah.
Lord, you done messed everything up. I hope
Nah.
that
Why
ain't
would they
true.
sit her up there?
No,
She
Rob.
not sitting the
Rob.
way the seats was meant to
When they when they
He
go
told her to sit there.
no, when they go to the Oscars, everybody have
I
a
don't
assigned
believe it.
seat.
I don't
But
believe
she wasn't sitting there, Will. She was sitting behind Will. You got to look at it. But Jada was sitting all the way over in the corner.
Like with Jackie at.
and my thing is,
And the
they
lady
probably
was
had
right
some.
there.
Yeah, they probably had some kind of confirmation before all this Oscar
So y'all
started.
was sitting so far apart. And it make no
Why would
sense.
the
Why would
girl
you go
sit
up there
and
and
close?
smack him if it was that way?
Well,
She
why
was left
why
alone.
couldn't Jada sit where she was sitting at? Why Jada had to sit?
Jada and Will was in some type of, because when I first seen this, I said, that's coming from somewhere else. That's coming from somewhere else.
Yeah,
There's
that
something
happened
going
at home.
on. There's something going on in his life.
Yeah.
There's something going
There's something
on
else.
somewhere that he just let it all out. He couldn't take it away. He burst.
Let the truth be.
He burst out into violence.
Let the
That's what
truth
he
be
did.
told, I heard she had somebody there too.
Well, guess what? First of all,
the
it's a
back.
whole lot going on with them.
It's a lot going on.
Because Chris
Yeah.
Rock was talking about them in 2016. They weren't even at the awards. Wasn't no Oscars. It take a lifetime to get to the Oscars. Okay, plus he a black man, and that was really embarrassing.
Well, they was telling their
for
business.
for him to do that to him. Two black men. One is a host, and one is violent. So
but
you want to go
Tom,
up there and smack
We
Chris?
got enough
They was
of black
telling
on black
their
crime.
business.
We got
Yeah,
enough of that.
So why
And
would you
for
embarrass
somebody,
all of us?
yeah, for
doing that?
somebody of his stature, come on, Will.
And not only that, it's on. I've seen on the phone. They are asking for the Oscar back. He had to return it.
And
Now,
it-
that's if it's true. If they put it on the phone,
and
It might be a fake.
it might be. But
yeah.
they
but
said they asked for it back.
no, they gave him 10 years suspension.
So do you? There's this thing, conspiracy thing that's saying that they think that it was all an act. Do y'all think it was all?
No.
No, that was
No,
not an
that was
act
because
at all.
I'm not gonna act and let you come up there in front of millions of people and on social media like
And
that
smack
and
me.
smack me
And
on
then the
stage,
way-
and you know I ain't gonna do nothing to you.
And then you gonna cuss
No, that was not no act. And why would you jeopardize your career, Will, to go up there and smack him? You losing. You
For
know,
that
why
bald
would you
head
do
whip.
that?
I
It
mean-
ain't like Chris Rock gonna take care of him for the rest of his life. So why would you go up there
But
and smack
see,
that man?
he thought, I think he didn't get the reaction from Chris Rock that he wanted. That's why Tyler Perry and
Denzel.
Denzel
Denzel Washington
jumped right up.
had
They
to
sitting
go
up
up
front
because
too.
because Chris Rock was cool about the
They
thing.
sitting up
The
front.
man
They
didn't even
sitting-
hold his face after he smacked him.
But
You know-
I think Denzel just stood up because he was getting ready to make a fool of himself again. So they jumped up.
Well, I don't know about making
I
himself
don't know
a fool
about that, but
again.
he already
The
made a
first
fool out of
mistake was
himself.
when he snapped
And
he had to do that.
he did something that he
He
can't
ain't had
take
to do
back.
nothing else. After
He can't
smacked-
take
Yeah,
that back.
that's
After he
true.
smacked Chris, he had nothing to do. He ain't when it was over with.
And I heard he was
And
at
his
the party.
career
Wait a
is
minute.
almost
They say
over
he was
with.
at the party drinking and laughing up, but he didn't know the consequences of what he did.
They
He
asked him
didn't-
to leave,
Yeah,
and he
honey.
wouldn't do
But
that.
early in the morning, when he rose, and the TV, the station, the talk shows, everybody. Nobody really appreciated what Will did. And me for one, under no circumstances. I don't care if you look at me like I'm a nobody. I am somebody.
That's right.
We might not be
the-
rich.
We might
but
not
we
be
are somebody.
nobody to you, but I did
That's
not appreciate what Will did. And I have nothing against Will. And I say I like Will, but Will was totally wrong, and he need to face the consequences of his action.
All right. So how do y'all think Chris Rock handled the situation?
Oh, he
I
was
can call him
good.
100%.
He was terrific.
I tell you,
I loved
I
it.
can tell you, he handled it
He made
well.
us, he made us
he
look
turned
good.
it around.
But look, he made
I
us look good.
But his brothers, they is upset. He got 10 brothers, like 10 brothers.
Look, he made us look good when Will Smith made us look bad.
Y'all.
He was great.
Yeah, he was. He was. I gave it to him. I gave him his
Because
stars.
I don't even think I could have took
Because
that
I
shot.
wouldn't have done it either.
I
I know.
think I
And
could've
Will
taken
Smith, I'm
that.
gonna tell you, if he'd have came up there,
No, I would've smacked- I jumped on his
listen,
back.
if he'd have came up there and big smacked me
I
like
jumped
that,
right on his back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm serious.
But the
What
blood.
would you do?
Yeah, but the blood would have rose all the way to the top of my head, and that mic that I had.
How
When
about
he
right
walked,
on top of his head?
when he walked away like this, when he walked away like
He
this,
walked away like he
I'd have
did
been
something.
back of him. I'd have
That's
ran
what
back
somebody
of him
said.
and took that mic and going boom, 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 and then I would took my feet and came through the bottom,
But you
weak,
know what?
and I would have knocked him
I'm
down
glad that
right
Chris
there.
didn't react because it would have looked.
But everybody
crazy.
ain't a Chris.
Everybody's
Everybody's not a Chris. And I believe he could have done that to certain
Oh, he
ones.
would have did that. I seen him on the phone.
He could have done that to Kanye.
He would have did a lot.
He could have did that to a lot of
He must have
different
knew he could
male
take advantage
stars.
of Chris. That's why
He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. He would have done it to a white woman. Because this white woman before that got up there and said that she was surprised that he didn't mind that Jada had all her male friends or all her male friends wasn't there.
And
He didn't do nothing to
said it
that
right on
point.
the
You say I was up there and somebody came to smack me. First of all, I know you coming to do something, because why is you coming up here on the stage? I'd put that
And then I can see it in your
and
eyes.
I'll say, what you coming up here to do? Whatever you're going to do, you better do it now, because if I pick this up, I'm going to knock you out with this microphone.
You know what I
And
would have
nobody
did?
should have came out on stage, and I don't know what.
I would have
nobody
went back
acted.
when he smacked me and I
And
went
wait,
this
look,
way.
look.
And Chris Rock had friends in the back.
If
He
he-
had people that could have
If
been
he
some
smacked
brothers.
me and he came up there when he did one of them bitch slaps like this, before he could take the hand back, I would have caught it. And I would have whipped this.
Yeah, I would have came back, I would have grabbed his arm like this. I would have took
Y'all
that
already
left
know.
hand and said, hi, y'all time.
And you know I used to be a boxer.
You should.
I was a female boxer. So if Will Smith had came up there, I look out the side of my eye. When I saw that hand coming around, I didn't have to look at it. And when he came this way, I'd have went under his punch and came back like this and knocked him the hell out.
Well,
I
I'll
would
tell
have
you-
knocked him the hell
Well,
out.
I
That's
can
what
tell
I
you
would
one
have
thing. I
done.
can tell you one thing. But since everybody know you're a boxer and you that was a host on TV, ain't nobody gonna get up there and smack you. They already know you gonna knock them out. That's it. That's how I go.
So the Oscars are talking about banning. Well, they are apparently banning Will Smith for 10 years. Do you think this is fair? For
Yes,
future
yes.
Yes, there have to be
Yes.
some kind of. He got to something.
He has to have.
He got
some
to
kind of
So
consequence.
let's hear from each of you individually.
I think it's fair that they abandoned him, cause I don't think he deserved it, cause he took it upon himself. I think with that movie they say he was just get ready to play with some movies, King Richards or something. He
No,
brought
that's
it
what
up.
he was getting an award for.
Oh, he was getting a award. So he thinking he's still playing that part. So you know, after he played that movie, his scene just went up, and he just. I think he thought he was playing the movie part, and then Jada getting through his head, and he just went crazy over her. He do anything for her, and that's where he messed up at. Now he messed up his whole family life. They talk about his kids, they talk about his mother, everybody, you know. And so that's why I say he got a lot of people to slap. So that's why I suggest they should make him a Muhammad Ali too, where he can smack all these people. But I don't think he'll make it.
But he ain't gonna be smacking me.
Because number one, Chris Brothers was waiting on him. He gonna be the first in line.
Well, I think, they was fair and but I think they should have put more sanctions on him. I think they should have did more. But they banned him for 10
They
years.
just took money from him.
And I think that actually he should be sued for what he did.
Yeah.
There were certain people that couldn't come up there to get their due because of what he did, and then he put a damper on the Oscars. And they know, us as the minorities, they always looking at us as to say, yeah, okay, they got it for the first time. Let me see what they gonna do. And then, bam, look what happened. Black on black crime on assault once again.
At the Oscars.
It is sad. It is sad that he would stoop that low and just make a complete fool and idiot of himself. It's really sad.
Well, it just all happened so fast. I think everybody, even the rich is human. They're human too, and they go through like us. They got money and they still miserable. So I don't want to be rich. I just want to live, and I hope that they can all work it out with the money they do have and their families. And I hope Chris and Rock can get together and shake hands or give each other a hug. And Jada, I don't know what's going on, but your husband is messed up. So y'all got to try to work
She
it out.
messed up too. You talking about her?
Yeah, 'cause she
I
coulda
know,
stopped
I'm
her
saying,
husband. She
listen,
coulda stopped
I
it.
know y'all going through
She could
something.
have pulled this tailcoat or something.
Yeah,
Say,
and
honey,
listen,
no.
and I'm
You
not
know?
in their lives. I'm not in their lives, but we only see this on TV. Just imagine if we didn't see it, and then they posted it like this. I'm like, what the hell?
I
happened
think
at the
about-
Oscars? It's just sad that it happened. They need to fix it. I look at it like this. We can't fix it. Nobody's perfect. I think they should leave it in God's hand and let him work it out, or whatever these people trying to do. You give back the Oscar. You can't go for 10 years. You might get one after 10 years. Get that one back. Show that you made a big mistake.
I think it's over.
And just that.
My
I
thing is
can't really say nothing really like.
I think her mind was going when
These
she played
people
Set
is
It Off.
living their own lives They stars. We're not.
In the
And
future, I believe
I
that
don't know.
them two is
I don't
going to
know.
part.
I wouldn't.
They're going to part because,
Rich and miserable.
I think they already
Rich
part.
and
and
miserable.
I
They-
also
they-
believe that Jada did this. It was his big night. She didn't want to be the center of attention,
She
and her husband was being honored.
She wanted to be honest.
Yeah, for King Richards, and she just wanted the
That's
world
how
to
come
look
he
at
got
her,
the
and
Oscar.
she made her husband look like a fool once again.
Because she didn't get
Just
it.
like she
Right,
sat at that red
right,
table
right,
talk
right.
and told him that she had a what you call it?
No, I never really watched that red. Table Talk
What?
stuff.
What did she say?
open relationship.
Yeah, she open relationship, but
I never
she
watched
said she had an entanglement. What the hell is an entanglement?
Entanglement when you mess with your sons.
Yeah.
No, entanglement. No, you didn't have no entanglement.
No, that
you
wasn't
had
an
a
entanglement. That was an affair. I'm
That
sorry,
was
let me
an
fix
affair.
that.
You had an affair.
Right.
You slept
So
with
what
him.
is
You
an
screwed them,
entanglement?
and you was in love with him, but he was
but what is
young.
it?
But they made
Entanglement.
that agreement to have an open relationship.
No,
So she could have
I think she
entertained
went to
her.
Will with
They
that.
do
I
look like
want an open
entanglement, but maybe
relationship
not
because
like-
he loved her so much.
He did anything that she
He
said.
agreed to it.
He did. Listen,
But how could you have another man
touch your
sleeping
wife
in the same bed,
with your wife.
our bed, our house,
Our kids,
with our kids in the
no
house?
grandkids yet.
But don't forget, he said love make you do crazy things.
Oh, that wasn't love. That was a bunch of bull crap foolishness.
You know what?
That's what it was.
You know what? I don't want to be in the tabloids if I ever got some money. Because if you're that miserable, I mean, money ain't everything though, but you can't even have that in a
'cause you
nice
can't
life.
take it with you when you
because
die.
y'all doing stupid stuff. You just
Yeah.
do stupid
It's
stuff. You don't
nothing
know how
like-
to live happily. You gotta live happily.
Why
be
would
happy.
you stay in
You
a
gotta live happily
relationship?
or let everything
Why
just
would you
go.
stay in a relationship
Get a divorce.
when you're not
And they go
happy?
separate ways. And the kids.
You know?
The son said, this what we do. You need to stay out of it.
Exactly. He gonna talk about this what we do.
You ain't
What?
got nothing to do with what happened at them Oscars because that's your father and your mother. You need to stay in your place. Yeah, I'm saying it.
You should have said, Dad, that
Yes.
was wrong. You know, you shouldn't have did that because that's an assault. You just went up there and hit another man. You know, and then it was so sad that it's the Oscars.
If that had been
it was
me,
our time.
And Jada came
And
up
you
there and
ruined
smacked
it.
me. That dress she had on would have been wrapped around. I would have swung her right up there in the balcony. That's where she would have been.
Will Will Smith ever recover from this moment?
No.
He'll never forget.
He
you.
would never
First of
forget
all,
this
I
day.
don't even know how
Yeah.
he eating and sleeping and he can't stop crying.
He would never
He
forget
thought,
this
he
day.
thought he was
crying
crying.
looked like some
He
of the-
thought he was crying on stage. He really cried out. They even called him Mother Ball.
You
He
see
was
I
like,
Am Legend?
What he gonna do?
Did y'all see I Am Legend?
What
Did
he
you
gonna
see?
do?
Did you see I Am a Legend when he was in the basement when he had to kill a dog? The same cry that he acted on Legend was the same cry he did on stage. It's an act. He used to it. He's an actor. It wasn't real. He meant to smack Chris Rock.
Because he didn't apologize to him. You
But you
apologize
see
to
I Am
everybody.
Legend, right? He
Yeah.
going like this because
But
killing a dog.
if you truly was sorry for what you did, and you realized that you was wrong for insulting
He would
a
have been the
man,
first one.
he would have been the first one that you apologized to.
Yeah.
I believe.
You gonna apologize to the police.
I believe, and I wasn't there.
Nobody
and
did.
I could almost 100% say that people got him together and talked to him. Everybody came around and said, "Will, that was an assault. You could have got arrested,"
coulda went
and they
yeah.
were there to arrest
You know
him.
he arrogant. He wouldn't even leave.
You see what I'm
he
saying?
wouldn't even leave the
Then you-
party.
Yeah, the ass on
So he
leave,
was
leave.
one, he still got some props. It's a white man saying.
And they ain't want the Oscars to look.
They still
so
want
they
him to
let
act.
stay.
They
Yeah.
still want him to act. They say it ain't got nothing to do with an Oscar slap. They made a big joke out of this thing.
But just imagine, Chris Rock got 10 brothers. Imagine if that particular night they decided to come
There was
out.
some people back there.
And
with
wait a
them,
minute,
though.
hold up.
Right.
Yeah, hold up. 10 brothers decided to come out this night to sit there with Chris, you know,
And with this,
and Chris and Will Smith did
Ass.
that.
Why you ain't
Could you
saying-
imagine what would have happened in that awards? Could you
Listen,
imagine what,
and
what
then black
will
people-
happen?
they
That
just come on with it. They had to control them down, take them in the back.
No, but I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about if them 10 brothers was there. Imagine that. They probably would have tore the whole darn place apart.
The older crowd, this is what they also were saying. Denzel gave Samuel Jackson gave Denzel Washington an award. It was an Oscar. See, the older crowd been getting their Oscars. Now you got the younger crowd like these two, or other ones coming in at under 40 or whatever they may be.
They
under
never
45.
got it there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, y'all wait till y'all get to this age. Why would y'all do? You see how the Oscar wins all them years. That's why Denzel and all them jumped up. You can't. They actually told him. They said on there, you can't do that here.
Yeah.
No, you cannot do that here. I know they said something else to him.
And
I know
Jada
they
and Will
did.
was the main one protesting
I
because
know
they ain't
that,
want no
right?
blacks.
And they want
That's
to know. Jada was
And
in
they
something
messed
not
the
too
show
long ago.
up.
They were
And
like,
this thing would never die.
it
It
ain't
would
gonna-
never
it's
die.
like he said, it's going down in history.
And he would
It's the
remember this
Oscars.
day until he lay down.
It's going down in history. It's the
He will
Oscars.
remember this day.
To the day he
Now
died.
all he could do right now is pray that the Lord give him some
And you
some
know what?
comfort
You
and
know what's
strength
sad?
to go through,
You know
because
why?
out of all the talks
Right.
that's going through,
Yeah.
and social media
And I'm gonna tell
with
you
the
something.
different ones, he got to be going
You
through
know why I'm
something.
gonna pray for both of those families, because both of them are married, both of them have kids. He was married to his wife for over 14 years, but he cheated. Chris Rock was married for about 14, 15 years with his wife, but he cheated on his wife with 3 different women. He got about 3 or 4 kids by his wife.
I think Will Smith need prayer, boy,
I pray
because
for everybody.
you know why? Because they tear.
Because if I have to
wouldn't
go
wanna
through something
be
like that or
in
taking
the
a chance
media
of somebody
either.
coming up and smack me, and just so I just got here.
No, the
you
one
know,
them people should have protected him.
They
Chris
don't-
Rock, he should have been protected.
Nobody knew
You
he
know?
was-
Well, yeah, but when he
They
walked
seen
up
him walking
there,
up there.
when they see him
Jada
walking
Jada
up
should
there,
have
that's something you
grabbed him.
don't do.
He did it so
Anybody
bad.
That's exactly what I said. Jada should have
Now
grabbed
wait a
him.
minute, like you say, now
Nobody
Tyler
ain't
Perry,
protect them. They ain't
Tyler
They didn't
Perry,
even protect him.
Tyler
believe
Perry
would do that,
and
though.
Denzel was sitting up front. They all was like in a row. They just was the way it was.
And then you come
Denzel
up
was sitting
there.
like this.
They
He
ain't
saw
stopped him.
him
They
get
wouldn't
up.
expect for him
But
to
he
do that.
probably,
They was
nobody
shocked.
probably knew
He
was
shocked
gonna get
everybody.
smacked.
They're gonna do something.
After he smacked him, it seemed like the day the earth
Got
stood
me upset.
still.
I hope this stuff ain't on the film.
So how does this affect Philly with Will Smith being from Philly and all?
Somebody say he was blaming. They
They
trying to say he was blaming Philly for what happened.
Oh.
I don't think it just affect Philly. I think it affect the whole.
A
Yeah.
lot of people
He's a
persistent.
dead
You know what I think? Because he from Philly. See, people ignorant.
Yeah.
Now we from Philly. We say he was wrong. We talking. But most people out there his age and younger, somebody, that's what Chris Rock get because they don't care. So a lot of people don't care what he did because he's from Philly. I already know that.
If you look on the right side of things, you know,
Yeah, it was
right
wrong.
is right
And
and wrong is wrong.
Then they say his
And
mother
he
lied.
was totally wrong.
Yeah, they say his mother lied, and up this.
Who mother died? Will Smith mother
No, I
died?
didn't say she died. I say she lied.
Oh.
Okay, going too fast here.
Okay.
Y'all putting the man in the
But
lady
she
in
was
the
on
bag
there. She
before
was shocked. She was shocked herself.
She
No,
no,
she
she
know.
wasn't shocked.
That's why she said it
lied.
to Bel Air.
I think she might have told a little story. Everybody tell a little story when they come
Yeah.
to their kids. I don't care who listens to this or who see it. It's the truth.
He can't go get in that fight, so she said, I'm sending
Right,
it to
Michelle?
your uncle and aunt in Bel Air. And that's
Right.
how he got there and made it to Hollywood.
Yeah, that's it.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the truth. That's the way it is. That's life. But that's sad too.
Any
But
final-
that's Hollywood for you, too. What can you say?
I don't want to go to Hollywood. I wouldn't even.
I don't want to go to Hollywood. I don't.
It's a lot of
Even
stuff
my-
happening in Hollywood, but a lot of people keep it hush hush.
I want to go to Hollywood. I want to go to Hollywood.
You're not
and all
going
of
there.
that.
Where you going there
But
for?
the thing is, all jokes aside, when the thing is, if I do go to Hollywood, I know how to conduct myself, no matter how long or how less I've been in Hollywood. I've been born and raised in North Philadelphia. I came up poor, didn't have much. Didn't have the best
You
of
must go
things.
hit the lottery. I'm going with you.
But didn't have the best of things in life. But I know how to adapt to any occasion.
Yeah.
I know how to adapt to
Pretty
any occasion
much.
and know how to behave myself. And for him to be in
coulda
Hollywood
did
that
the
long
same
and
thing.
all the
That's
things
a
that
shame.
he went through and what he's seen people do and what's going on in the world today with
Right.
black on black crime and the kids being killed, women being
Yeah.
killed, the people just shooting people like it's going no tomorrow. So, I mean, he sees all of that. He's seen all of that. So why would you go up there and you had to know? I don't care what is going on in your
I
mind.
couldn't imagine
'cause
what
I
went
feel-
through his mind.
I don't care what's going on in your mind. I don't care what this woman did because she rolled her eyes and like, you better do something. And he looked at her, he stopped laughing. All of a sudden, he got the serious face. Stop talking about Right.
Somebody
you
could've
know,
stopped
he
him.
looking like a crazy man, like he just lost his goddamn mind there.
And he did.
You know, when he said it the first time, they should have went over there and got him because he wasn't in his right mind. His head wasn't right. They should have got up and escorted him to the back. When y'all, Tyler Perry and them had him up there, they should have took him and said, come on,
That's
let's
when
go
they
in the
should've
back.
took him to the
They
back.
shouldn't allow him to come
back
back
and
out.
sit down.
They shouldn't allow him, and oh my
You know why he came back.
Oh
Because
my
they had to
goodness.
give him the Oscar. They
Wait a
gave
minute.
him the Oscar afterwards.
No, they shouldn't have did nothing.
But
They
they did.
should have gave to one of the
sure
kids.
did it.
One of the kids could have came up and get it. What was it?
It's like The View now.
Yeah,
I gotta
they
feed my
should've-
penny.
one of them should have came up and get it. But oh
That's
my
right.
God, when they called Will up there, oh my God, I felt just like I felt just like
I felt like
what's
Jim
that comedian
Carrey.
say?
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey.
I was mad.
They thought about it afterwards though.
Yeah.
It was too
I
late.
was-
Oh my God, it was
late.
too late. They gave him a standing ovation, and you know what?
That man said made him
I'm
sick.
sitting here in the ghetto feeling sick.
Like what the world coming to.
The people that stood up,
I'm feeling sick. I couldn't believe it. I was more shocked by that too.
They still like
No,
Will.
some people walk
You know,
out.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's the ones that stayed and clapped.
Oh, they-
No.
Yeah.
It was like the whole audience practically stood and
That's
gave.
because they slow.
And if I
That's
was
what it
there,
is.
if I was there at that ward,
They slow.
If I was there at
That's
that
why they
ward,
stood up.
I'm sorry, I would have had to go up
Unless they
there
don't
and
like
take the
Jada.
mic. I would have took the
Unless they
mic.
don't like
Look,
Jada.
I would have went up there and took the mic. I would have said, "Are y'all serious? This man just assaulted another man on stage. This should have been arrested. But y'all gonna stand up and give him a round of applause
No,
like
no.
he right?
How about
this is disgusting.
No, how about when he said, "Oh, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me"? The whole audience laughed.
Yeah, that
whole
was.
audience
But
laughed.
what I'm saying, my
It wasn't
thing
funny,
was,
though.
yeah, but my whole thing was is when that audience got up and gave him a standing
still talking
ovation,
about them,
and I
the
sat there
audience.
and I was
They still
floored.
like Will.
I was floored.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, I was floored.
Even if they had opinion afterwards, they still clapped. They like
But
Will.
a lot of them,
Yeah.
the way they talked about him on
Yeah,
the
but
show.
Rod, you heard the, did
But
you
I'll
hear the
say it
standing
again.
ovation on TV?
But I say again, in the
That
morning,
It was
Yeah.
more than people were sitting down.
in the morning.
That was then. But a lot of people they brought him down on TV.
Of
On
course
all
they
the
did.
channels. Them few people
I know
stood
he
up.
got to feel this.
No,
though.
few
Maybe
people
I
he's
stood
couldn't
up.
believe it. I couldn't believe they stood up and gave him applause.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe he got up there with that phony crowd. He's an actor. I couldn't believe he got up there with that crowd. But he
He's
had,
an
he had
actor.
to do something.
So you had
He
somebody
had
say,
to do something.
People
What you just
already
want?
know
You
he
just
know
smacked
how
the
to
man.
act.
You just smacked the man. But you was just gonna get up on
Yeah,
stage
he's
and
an
say,
actor, and he knew
"Oh,
what he was doing
I
when he
just
did it."
appreciate it." No, you had to do something.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
He
you had.
cried, but he still didn't apologize.
And
No,
then you did
that
that
was-
crowd.
that was-
So it wasn't real. It wasn't
That's why
real.
I say if you see I Am Legend, that same crowd.
That was an
is
act.
on that. Yeah, because he's an actor. He's been doing it too long. He already know what to do.
That's why I say you think he was still playing the movies. I'm getting an award. I'm gonna do a part in the movies.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm still upset about that.
I'm telling you, y'all, it's a long way to go with that. He just done for now. And if anybody else got a lot of people got different opinions about it. Look at your opinion, everybody got a different opinion about it. And they the ones got to fix it.
But the bottom
They
line,
the ones gotta fix
yeah.
it.
But the bottom line is he assaulted a man, and he should have been arrested that day. I don't give a darn who
They
you
say
is.
he
I
was-
don't care how much money you got.
It wouldn't have
I
looked
don't-
good if Chris Rock attacked him.
It wouldn't look good. But I'm just saying.
I hit that motherfucker in the
The
back.
bottom
I
line,
hit him in
the
back.
bottom line. He walked
Hey.
up on stage and assaulted a man, and he should have been arrested
In
at that
front
point.
of
They say
He
he wasn't
should have been
leave no more.
allowed to walk up on that stage and receive that award.
I've been like, what you
They
doing?
say he
You just
wasn't
can't
leave.
go up there.
They ain't what the
No,
Yeah, but they
no,
should-
I would have been like, what
they
you doing?
should
You
have
just can't
escorted
walk
him
up
out.
on stage.
Get
He is
somebody.
the host.
They ain't wanted
Yeah.
to look
No, he
bad.
is the host. You just ain't supposed to walk up on stage.
It
and
looked
do
bad
that.
anyway.
And that just was when I saw, I was like this.
He made it
I didn't know
bad.
what to do. I'm like, what? He just smacked Chris Rock. Oh my goodness, that thing went viral just as soon as he smacked. They say
They cut
that thing was
biting
gone.
off. They cut the news off. They cut.
They forgot
Ukrainian
about
off.
the war.
They
They
talking
forgot about the war. They
And
forgot
the
about
things
the
that
war
they
for a
should have been
whole
talking
week.
about,
So you
how
crazy
everybody
people going through, y'all
looked,
forgot about the war.
how, you know, the ones that got
You
their
know, focus on
award,
the smack.
they should have been looking at all of that. Instead, it was all about what happened. All over, instead of them talking about the awards and how everybody,
Yeah, I forgot about
you know,
it.
everybody
Oh,
had
God.
they due and was proud of their Oscars and you know, the different ones who was in charge of it, the different ones who was in charge of it, they didn't even get their due. You know,
A lot of
so
people didn't.
and
It
it was
was messed
it was
up.
just a sad
That's a sad
situation.
situation.
And
You know, Wanda,
really
what's her
is.
name?
Wanda Sykes, that's who I was trying to
Sykes.
think of.
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes. You know, most
was
of
a
she
couple of
was
other
part of
women,
that, the
too.
organizer. She was one of the organizers.
She on the board. She
Yeah.
went up on the board.
And she didn't even get her due because of what happened.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So they
I'm
say,
just saying,
bring yours back.
I'm just saying, in the history,
bring it
in
back.
the history of TV, in the history of the world, he put a damper and a dark spot in the universe.
Right to the moon and back.
One lady got up there and she said she was the show stunner, even though I don't know what a stunner is. And she said she was so embarrassed. She said I didn't want
Got
to come
something to
out
do with
with
the
speak.
show,
She
yeah.
said she was so embarrassed.
I don't know what it is either,
She
but
said it
that's
was a
what it
mill in. She said people stood up. She said
Some
made
people
us sick.
actually left.
It made
Some
us
people
sick.
actually left.
That was messed up.
Because they didn't know how that thing was going to turn out. Two black men.
And they were white.
They didn't know how that was going to turn out. Because it could have
Caucasian.
been really, really ugly. It
Yeah,
could have
I mean-
been really ugly.
They ain't used to that. They
Because
weren't getting
his
their
brother-
Oscars back in the day with
Yeah.
nobody getting smacked on the stage.
His brother said
There wasn't
they
nobody
owned
getting
him.
smacked on the stage. Then you give us a chance to get to the Oscar. You know, I love it take a lifetime to get to the Oscars. Even out of all the movies that Will made, he didn't get an Oscar for Bad Boys. He didn't get an Oscar for
I'm
Iron
really-
He got an Oscar for what is King Richard.
And
That's
he-
why he
and
got
he
the
messed it
Oscar.
up.
So he must have
And it
played
was
the hell
his
out of that
day.
movie.
And it was his day.
And guess what? It must have, he must have played the hell out of
It
He
was
just
his
don't
day.
get no
Why
Oscar.
did he let his wife take him there?
She should have left her home.
Oh
left
my
her home.
goodness.
I would have left her home with that long dress that's going all the way down South to Broad Street. I left her home. It was too long.
And for the record, G.I. Jane was a
It
hero.
was too long.
G.I. Jane looked beautiful with her bald head.
So I don't even know why they
Just
got offended
as,
from that.
just as Jada.
That's what they said was a joke.
Jada looked beautiful with her bald
Yes,
head.
she do.
You understand what
I
I'm
give
saying?
it to you,
So
Jay.
what was
She
the
really looked
problem?
beautiful, and G.I. Jane looked at and he said it was a joke. Then he said, I will.
But it
Then
was
when he
a
said stop
joke.
talking about it, then he repeated it. Why you repeating it? He said he's not going to do it anymore. You got to repeat it again. Oh, you done lost your mind. Oh, damn, drink my white name like a fucking mouth. You know, I mean, with the enthusiasm. You understand what I'm saying?
Booyah.
You know how many
over.
comedians said they would have stopped the show and they would have took off their suit and whipped his ass.
Yeah, what?
And you had some say it wouldn't have been no show.
Now wait a minute.
And that's what I was talking about. This thing could have been, it could have went in so many ways, so many
Yeah.
areas. You know what I'm
That
saying?
thing was crazy.
And this thing could have
Yeah.
been like really, really crazy.
Y'all better work it out and get to the
You know?
level.
That could have been a shootout at the Oscar.
It could have
For
been a
the first
shootout.
time.
Hey, that's what it that's
Eat
what
a
I'm
rib
talking about.
sandwich or something. Just make things better than what it is.
You always got to remember when you do something to somebody, they got family too.
Yes,
Right,
they
right.
You
do.
understand? They got friends too.
That's why, Chris Rock brother, he is pissed. That one brother, he pissed.
Tony.
He pissed.
Tony said it ain't over.
And they said, leave it alone. Some people, you know how I read the comment, you know how you read the comment?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's over. These people will not, somebody gonna get hurt or get killed. And they need to let
He
that
ain't
go.
laughing now. Jada ain't laughing.
No, they
and
ain't
that
laughing
one
now.
son is talking about this what we do. What y'all fight? What y'all resort to violence?
Maybe they
What
will
y'all
now.
do?
I'ma pray-
Assault people?
I'ma pray
What is
for
that?
them, Chris.
What that mean?
I'ma
What do that
pray for
mean?
them.
This
I'ma
is
pray
what
for
we do.
What?
He's lucky
That's
I
the
wasn't
son.
there when he said it.
The son.
What you mean by this
The
is what
son
you do?
said it. You need to let them work that out as husband and wife and whatever.
Go
happened at the
somewhere.
Oscars.
Go somewhere.
Right. I would have been like, Dad, why would you smack him on stage?
People
like
think
that?
because you.
He said, yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, some
You
people
know,
figure,
yeah.
some
But
people
they got
riding
money.
on it because they feel like they got all this money that they could
said,
get by with
you know what I
certain
would've
things,
told him?
that they could get away
I
with certain
told Mom
things.
and Dad work it out, and Dad, I don't think you should have smacked Chris, but now look where we at. I would have never said this is what we do. So what you do out there? You're gonna be right where your father at. You keep it up. You'll be right where your
I
father.
could have went up there. Somebody could invite me to the wars. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody knows me.
I would've
But
invited
I
you.
would have went up there and told
I'd
him.
have told him to
I'd
come
have
on.
told Will. I just told Will. I said, Will, you was wrong. And I could see him looking at me and saying, well, who the fuck is you?
We from Philly, nigga.
No, wait,
Wait.
hold on. He could say, well, who the fuck is you? I say, in your eyes, I might not be nobody. But to me, I am somebody. And you were definitely wrong. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Now I want you to smack
All
me.
that pressing bill
Smack
and
me
stuff.
well.
All that-
Smack me well.
I'm a woman and
Why
I
Jada had to smack you?
So
I-
the last thing
Oh, I would've
regarding
told
this
her,
topic, the last thing question regarding this topic. So some people are saying that the slap was warranted because Chris Rock, talking about the joke, G.I. Jane was played by Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, yeah.
Who cheated on her husband with a younger man, like Jada Pinkett.
Right. He beat her.
And when Chris Rock said that,
she got it
when
pregnant.
Chris Rock said that she, that we'll be expecting, we're waiting for G.I. Jane 2, he was implying that we're going to be waiting for Jada to cheat on you again with another man, a younger man.
That's why I tell you.
So, most people are saying that that was completely disrespectful. And
Yeah.
that the slap was warranted. What do
But
you think about
he
that?
could have done it a different way.
Yeah,
now.
but I mean, it's a way to do everything. You being who you are, you don't take in and belittle yourself.
It ain't sound
And
right.
yeah, belittle yourself because of something like that. It's always a way to do everything. You could have pulled him in the back. All y'all go to an after party. I know. You go to an after party after the Oscar.
Man, let me
Everybody
holler
party.
at you.
And then, come on, man, let me holler at you a minute. You know, and you take them in the back and say, hey, I need you to go apologize to my wife because what you said on stage wasn't right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talk about, and she has a condition, and she felt some type of way about that. And I believe
Well, then
in
she
my
should've
heart,
spoke up.
yeah, right, and I believe
She
in my
should've spoke
heart
up then.
that Chris Rock would have said, "Hey, man, I didn't know that," and he would have went to her
'Cause he
and
didn't know.
apologized to her
He
because
didn't know.
I believe that because the way he stood on stage and stood his
Yeah,
ground, the way he
he
said,
did.
"Okay, I won't do it no more," so he realized it was some kind of like she didn't really, go for it. So if what he did on stage tells me if Will had came to him, he didn't even give him a chance to make it right. Even if he went up on stage and said,
I thought he was gonna whisper.
even if he went up on
I
stage and
did
say,
too.
hey, with the serious face you could muster, say, hey, I need you to apologize to my wife.
He wanted to hit him.
And I believe that Chris Rock would have done just that. But no, you had to go up there and insult a man. You understand what I'm saying? You had to go insult a man.
That's just sad.
And
Every time I look
then
at that
you,
stage.
and the thing about it, you didn't. It's like you had a smirk on your face coming back, and your wife thought that was funny that you insulted a man. That wasn't funny. You ain't laughing now, Jada. Will ain't happy and partying now with a drink. He probably somewhere in
None of
church
them ain't
praying on
happy.
his knees.
But
The Lord-
we would never know it if he
Why
didn't
she
do it.
so bad?
None of them.
Yeah.
Like he
None of
said,
them.
you-
But I look like she grooming us. Everybody mad.
Yeah, I mean that really just tore me apart because we're coming up. Look who we got sitting on the highest court in the world. You see what I'm saying? And look at our vice president.
And they,
We coming up. You see what I'm saying? We coming up. And then you got these two. Been in Hollywood forever. They've seen a little bit of everything. Knowing what's going on in the world. And you will come in front of all of these people
and show your.
and show your natural black ass. That's what it is.
How the situation made you feel in one word.
I just made me feel. I was just hurt about the whole thing. I really, really hurt.
Just say one word.
Disgraceful.
Floored. Just floored.
It was stupid.
Let's try this again in 3 words.
It was.
Okay.
Made me sad.
Yeah, pretty good.
I wish it didn't happen.
I wish.
And that's
you
4
did.
words. All right, Noah, come on, put the coffee down. Hurry up. Oh Lord, here we go.
Just thinking about this
That
thing.
said 3 words.
I'm just telling
That's
you, I don't
what
have 3 words. I gotta get
Chris,
more than that out.
So we're about 2.5 years in dealing with COVID-19. Do you think it is here to stay? What are your thoughts?
It's definitely here to stay. It's not going nowhere. It just died down a little bit. It's still floating around in the universe. And from what I heard, it's up again 62%. So it's not going nowhere.
I think they should leave a mask on their face. But I ain't taking mine off.
And another thing, with all the shots, the first shot, the second shot, and the third shot,
You gotta look at
everybody in the White House practically got it now. All of them had all 3 of their shots.
But I think COVID was always here. I think that they saying that COVID just starting or whatever, like you're saying for them 2 years. But I think it was here all the time.
Well, they made them little boxes that you can talk to. What they call it? It's not Siri. The one that you have. The little box that you have in your house.
Diane bought me the.
Yeah. When you talk to it talks back to you. You can play music. Do anybody know the name of that little box?
I can't think of it.
The Amazon thing?
No,
It's
no,
by Amazon.
Echo?
no.
It's something like Echo.
No.
Alexa?
Alexa, there
yeah.
you go.
That's Amazon.
Okay,
Yeah.
Alexa. When they first start, people start getting those boxes and they made them. They would ask Alexa, "Hey Alexa," we asked it, "Where did this virus come
Yes, we
from?"
did.
They said the government put it out, and it got out of control.
They said they was having a experiment, and
They was having a spirit, and it got out of control. You can't go to Alexa and ask Alexa that same question now.
They stopped.
Because they didn't
Or
know
my
Alexa
Alexa.
was really going to come out and tell us about that. But I think it's a government thing. I think it's all about the New World
She
Order.
sure said it.
I think it's about change. I think it's about money. And it's about just changing the world. And, it's just crazy how so many people get it. And then you got other people in crowd. Let's talk about Kensington for a minute. I don't know if everybody know about Kensington, but that's the
no
place.
more until I talk about the COVID.
That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about in COVID. Go down Kensington, you got all of them crackheads and all of them drug addicts sitting down there, bunched up under one another. The place is filthy as all out hell,
Right.
and they neither one of them got a COVID shot and got COVID.
And they ain't got it.
You
So
understand?
they're still living.
And then you go to different parts of the city or whatever, people can just walk every day without a mask and never obtain it. So I don't know really what's going on, but I could tell you this much. I believe that it is a government thing. And he put that out there. And yet, is it here to stay? Yeah, because they're going to want to do more. They're trying to change the world. They're trying to go to a new world
Well, I don't
order.
know why they trying to change it, because I tell you one thing.
That's
when
right.
they put those
With the
masks back
vaccine,
on your face,
yeah, with those
I know
vaccines
that.
and all of that kind of stuff. How you told us the first time when we got the first vaccine, you
Yeah.
get the vaccine, you don't get it, and then you say
with the
get the
second
two,
one.
and then now you coming up with the second the booster shot. Now you telling me I need another booster. Then you tell me I need another booster. I get all them boosters, I'll be dead anyway. I don't
They
even
gonna
need
kill you.
COVID.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even need it.
The booster gonna kill you, not the COVID. All them shots.
And I never felt so strange in all my life. Now, I'm an outgoing person. And I just move about to whenever. And I got so much energy. But now since I got that booster shot, man, I'll be sleepy at 6. I'll be sleepy at 7. And I go to the gym. I work out and everything. And I still find myself being sleepy. I say, now what is going on? Because this ain't me. And I'm not sick. I don't have the COVID. And you can tell I got plenty of energy. But somehow or another, at a certain time, I just get sleepy. And I feel tired. And sometimes I feel worn out. And that was never me. I ain't going to bed until at least about 12, 1, sometimes maybe about 11 at the most. And that I ain't did that in God knows how long. I'm just an energetic person. But it's different now since I got that COVID shot. It's a government thing. It's a new world order. Y'all better pay attention. That's all I got to say. Pay attention.
You want to elaborate?
And I ain't getting no booster shot. It's over. I got 2. That's it.
I got that.
I'll take care of myself first.
Yeah.
Before I get a booster
Just because I'm saying that don't mean I didn't get my shot. Yeah, I got it. I got both my shots. I got my booster shot. But I will not be getting a second booster shot.
No, 4 days. How about the 4th one?
No. They can keep it. They can keep
nobody
it.
gonna keep
I'm
getting
all
something.
shot up.
You don't even know what it is. I don't want to
I'm
know.
good.
I don't even know what it's doing. What it did. What it supposed to do?
And you telling me to keep my mask on. Let's take the
I had to
mask.
smoke
Take the
weed
mask
and
off.
with it.
Put it back on. Now we gotta put it back on. We gotta take it off. What in the world is going on here? Get it right.
They ain't gonna never get it right. I don't even care about it. I wear it and I won't wear it. It's getting on my nerves anyway. Tired of my face being covered up like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm looking like a doggone somebody is getting ready to rob a robber. I'm looking like a robber. That's this mask. Just keep going around with the mask. I understand.
They just
you gotta
made it
protect
easy for people
yourself.
to get robbed out in the street with all that stuff. They want you to cover your face up with. Now you're in the computer looking for everybody. Who was that? Who you think? But anyway, Chris, thanks for
He all
having
over
me.
the street.
Is this thing? Oh, what you doing, baby? I love you, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. What's your station? What's your station? Michelle, what's the station?
The Ukrainian war. How do you feel about
Oh,
this
my
war in
goodness.
Ukraine?
Oh, I forgot about the war when the bull smacked him. I can't tell you.
You
no
know
more.
what? With that war, it's really sad because
Well, she watching.
the president over there, maybe he should have joined
Oh
NATO.
my God, that's
But
sad.
even though he didn't join NATO, they still should help him, and they feel like they shouldn't because he's not part of NATO. So, but they are giving him ammunition and airplanes and stuff like that. But I think at a point they should have broke that point because they really need help. Anytime you bomb a children's hospital and killing senior citizens and people they just killed 300 more people yesterday. On their way trying to run to the train station to get away, and they stopped them. Babies and all just laying all over the ground.
That's sad. It really is
And this
sad.
stuff is going on right
You don't
now
have no
today.
remorse about anything. You gonna kill kids, pregnant women. old
Putin ain't nothing but another Hitler. That's what he is. He's
That's
a
weird.
Hitler.
But
And it's sad.
I think Zelensky is wrong too.
Ooh.
The president in Ukraine. I think he's
Wow.
wrong too because if you see you can't
Beat
beat
him.
this war,
Yeah.
why would you still allow your people to come and fight
And a lot of people like
and lose their lives like that? I mean,
That's
children and
sad.
women and this and that. You should come to some other agreement or just not the
But-
okay. Now then you stop all the young guys from going
go on.
home or escaping for leaving because you want them to stay there and fight the war. Then you
I
asking
guess they
people
will.
all over to come and fight a war. But if you can't do your airstrikes and you only got ground troops, boots on the ground, there's no way you can fight that fight. So you just losing people. Now half of your people ain't even in Ukraine because they escaped.
Like 4 million.
They had to know he was
Yeah, right. But the
left too.
president should have came. They should find some other kind of solution. We gonna come back and we gonna take this. But right
Gotta
now,
help
I
those
can't get
people,
all
help
my
this
people
war.
killed. I can't let my people
no.
be killed like this.
He didn't let them be killed.
You know, blowing up hospitals,
He used to have
nurseries.
He used to having that power.
He don't care.
So he
bro.
don't
That's
want
all
to give
that
up.
is. He don't care.
So a lot of
he ain't
people
got no
get
remorse
killed
about
behind it.
everything.
Huh?
He's an arrogant, nasty.
No, we talk about Zelensky, Ukraine. We ain't talking about Putin.
I'm talking about all of them.
And Putin don't care. Putin found out that y'all killed over almost 7,000 to 8,000 of his men. So he just don't give a damn to what he do now. He don't care what the hell he blow up now. I don't care. Civilian. First they was taking care of the Russian troops. They was feeding them and all. And it came to a point where now they just raping them and shooting them and, just doing whatever. Bringing them out the house, tying them up if they don't want to fight the war.
Lord help these people.
You see what I'm saying? I think this war is going to go on for a minute.
It's
And
been
long and
47
behold,
days.
what I see, but I hope don't happen, it's going to turn into a World War III.
I hope not.
They're going to turn into a World War III if this thing they don't nip it in
I
the
done
bud
went
right
got
now.
my
I think Zelensky.
I got a gas mask. I'm gonna get you one.
I think Zelensky should have let Russia to
Gonna
go
leave
ahead take Ukraine because he
Wow,
lost so many
Fred.
people
So
because he
you
kept fighting. So I think you should just let
Fred.
Russia let Putin
No.
take Ukraine.
Why you let?
I think we all in trouble.
I ain't in no trouble.
What I suggest all of y'all do, y'all better go to the GI. I get ready to say the G.I. Jane, but you better go to the G.I. Joe store and get you a mask, a real mask.
I know, but I ain't no more G.I. Joe.
You better go down there and get you a license to carry
I'm
because
just gonna steal somebody's gun. I ain't got time to do all of that.
it's going to
And
get
I wear my
worse. It ain't
fingerprints
gonna get
on-
no
I
better.
ain't
It
gotta
ain't gonna
go
get
buy
no better.
My gun. It ain't gonna get no better. But she right.
Mama,
You gotta go
Mama,
out there.
go ahead
But
then.
you know you're right, right?
Yeah.
Because
After why
I
you
don't
gonna have
know
to
what
protect yourself?
The president going through with Putin, but I'm gonna tell you something. If this man shooting off gas and he dealing with the president and he don't like what our president doing, they could do the same thing to us.
He is.
And you're gonna need gas masks. Hey, you hear me?
And
Yeah,
Biden
man.
getting into everything. Biden is doing everything. He's getting in the middle of
hungry, ain't
everything.
you?
And he already
Me too.
told him don't do it.
Do you believe Putin will stop in Ukraine, or will he try to move into other European countries?
He
I
gonna
think
do
he's
both.
He's
I
trying
think
to take
He's
over.
trying to
Definitely
take
gonna
over
do
now. That's
both.
why he didn't give up.
But them his own people. That's his country
I think
overseas.
Zelensky should give it to him. He losing all his people.
Last question: If Russia,
You got a lot of questions.
If Russia send nukes to America, what's your plan?
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna have to go into somewhere with my
Well,
gas.
I'ma
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
get my mother,
It
and
ain't
my
no
dad,
plan.
and my
It ain't no
grandkids.
plan. They gonna
He
get
sent
you.
them nukes
I'm
to
gonna get
all I
somewhere.
got to do.
I'm gonna barricade myself. We gonna do
Yeah.
something.
No, I ain't barricade myself. All I got to
What
do
you
is
gonna
tell
do?
me that he's about to send a missile over in
What
the
you gonna
United
do?
States. Honey, I don't go to sleep nowhere. I'm gonna get me a pot of coffee, a thermos, and I'm getting on the road. When y'all call me,
But wait.
I ain't even gonna be in the United
But
States.
you don't know
Well,
where
where
you
you gonna
gonna
be at?
hear
How the hell you
that.
gonna leave Raj?
But
You
no,
can't
no,
leave
we
Raj.
can't hear that.
because
You can't leave them.
no, like the Ukrainians, they told them,
You can't
they
leave
said
Chris.
it's not safe.
That's
Get
your
out
son.
now. Before it started.
She don't care.
No, before it started, they told the Ukrainians, they said, get out now. They said because I'm telling you.
Tell Philadelphia.
And then they would tell, and then they
I
said,
gotta go.
and then they say we want all Americans to get out of Ukraine. They say because when it happens, when a war starts, we're not gonna be able to come in and save you.
That's right.
And they told them, so they're gonna give us a warning because they got all of this
gonna
technology
hear the horn say,
and stuff, and you gonna hear it. And honey,
Lenore, where you going? We got 51 states.
I don't care where I'm going.
We're gonna attack them all.
Well, honey, I'm gonna be out there somewhere.
That's the horn you gonna
I'm
hear.
probably
And
going.
that means you gotta get all your family together. I'm taking
ain't
my
get
mother, my
nobody
dad, my
together.
grandkids.
I ain't
I'm
get
gonna
nobody
get my
together.
mother, my dad, and
I'll
my
tell you what I
grandkids.
do.
I'm just talking.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm
I ain't
gonna
leaving my
Google.
family
I'm
like
gonna Google the bomb shelters. And
Well, I
I'm
hope you do it today.
I want
so I
one.
can be ready to
I
go.
want one far away up in the mountains where I have to go up and then go
And we
all
need
the
some
way
guns.
down
We gonna need some
underground.
guns.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some guns. Is
I'ma
that
have
still
that.
on? 'Cause this
I'ma
is
have
real.
that.
This is real talk. So
I'm gonna have that.
This real.
I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be lifting
I'm
my
like,
weight.
bam,
I'm gonna be
bam,
lifting my weight. I'm gonna be
bam,
running so I can be energetic. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna get my rights
I'ma
and
do
my
karate
guns
if I have
and I'm gonna
time.
fight it.
I'll cut your ass
I'm
too
going.
short to
But
Read this off.
but if they had the truth and they
To keep on
Oh,